Good day out there. Today is Wednesday, June 19, 2019, 4:17 in the afternoon. I'm out in Baltimore, Maryland on the Eastern Standard Time. Um, my name is Ray Talavis II. Um, this is another addition to my original series of cigar reviews over the internet. Been taking a break for the past few days from shooting video reviews and a break from a lot of things. My mother has been in the hospital for the past 3 weeks, and as you notice, I'm wearing all black. My mother passed away Saturday, June 8th, and it's been very busy over here. A lot of friends, a lot of relatives. I would estimate that close to 200 people came to the funeral mass for my mother. My mother was very big in the Filipino community, as well as the religious community in the Timonium area. But this is kind of like a memorial to my mother. Mom, I love you, and rest in peace. Anyway, so that's what that was. I haven't shot a review in a while. So that was a little bit of an explanation as to why I haven't been on the YouTube channel for a while. That's all right. My mom lived a very good life. She was almost 80 years old. She would have been 80 in August. Lived a very happy, full life. Well, a lot of great friends and relatives and a lot of good times. But anyway, back to the review. The cigar for the review for today is the Romeo y Julieta Vintage. Um, Churchill size. This Romeo y Julieta is out of the Dominican Republic. I believe Altadas is the company that Romeo y Julieta cigar brand is under. The particular components for this long Churchill, I want to say this Churchill is about 7 inches long, by about a 50 ring gauge. So it's a pretty girthy, long cigar. It's got a lot of pretty good dimension to it. The particular components for the Romeo and Julieta are the wrapper is Connecticut shade, the binder is Mexican, and the filler is Cuban seed Dominican long filler. So this is a pretty pricey Romeo. This particular hold on. This particular Romeo and Julieta did not come out of my personal collection. I bought this out of my local B&M, Davidas and Towson. I bought this, I believe, for around $10 or $11 for this Churchill, which is not a bad price for a quality Churchill, but it is kind of expensive. Higher price point range for Romeo and Julieta. Although Romeo and Julietas are creeping into the $10 range now, if you're talking about Reserva Reals or Reserva Romeos. But so that's a cigar for review for today is the Romeo and Julieta Vintage Churchill. Give it a sniff. Oh, smells like cedar and tobacco off the wrapper. Not getting very much. A hint of tobacco off the foot. Yeah, so I'm just pretty much recovering from this past week. Lots of family, lots of relatives, lots of friends stopping by the house all week long, and some people stayed at the house. Had a lot of receptions at the house, memorializing my mom and everything. So it was good. I needed that. Anyway, gonna pair the Romeo with a couple of beverages, some good old water or agua. It's a hot summer day out here. Like I said, it's May 19th around 4:30 in the evening. Gotta drink the cold water to keep cool. Smoking my Marlboro Red 100. Pairing also with some coffee or cafe. I have a beer here, Stella Artois. I believe this is from Belgium. Yeah, it's from Belgium. Nice ice cold beer on this hot summer afternoon in Baltimore, Maryland. Memorializing my mom. And the final beverage, the good old Don Julio. Don Julio Añejo 100% de agave tequila. So, so that's what we're doing today. Um, Bear with me. Uh, Been through it's just my family and friends have been really kind of like uplifting me with all their support, especially throughout the week. So anyway, to all the people in the world, God's blessings, best wishes. I'm gonna hit a break. Bye, escondidos, amigos. Okay, welcome back. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Ni hao ma. How are y'all doing out there? I'm Ray Talavas II again. Doing this cigar review for Romeo and Julieta vintage Churchill. No, Churchill size, about 7 inches long by 50 ring gauge. Pretty big Atola. I don't usually smoke a lot of Churchills. I do occasionally. Like I will only smoke the Churchill if I love the cigar. So because if you're gonna spend that much time with a cigar, you should really love what you're smoking. But mostly, I tend to smoke a lot of Corona Gordas and Robustos, but occasionally I pull out a Churchill when I want that extended smoke time with a cigar that I love. So I might have smoked this a while ago, the vintage, this particular Romeo and Julieta brand, the vintage. I might have smoked this a while ago, but I haven't smoked this in a while. But I do know I love, Romeo and Julieta. It's one of my favorite cigar brands. So I'm not heading into this cigar review with any trepidation. I'm sure this will be a quality smoke. I'm hoping it won't disappoint me. Anyway, I'm gonna drink some water. Have a beer. Um, Let me toast my mom. Mom, this is for you. Um, Rest in peace. Eternal peace. Cheers. All right, let's go ahead and cut this beautiful Connecticut, the Romeo and Julieta Reserve. Tobacco. Getting good tobacco flavor off the clipped head of the Romeo. Gonna go ahead and toast the foot. Got the fan blowing here pretty good. I'm gonna have to turn it off because that thing's blowing really well. Excuse me. I have to have the fan blowing because it's so hot out here on this sultry summer afternoon in Baltimore around 4:30 in the afternoon, early evening. I would imagine it's probably close to 90 degrees out here in Baltimore today, Wednesday, April 19th. Or not April 19th, June 19th. All right, let's go ahead and toast this little baby. Tastes like cedar. It tastes like cedar off the lid, off the lighting. It might have a tight draw. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and toast the edge of the foot as usual. All right. So let's see what the Romeo has today. Drink some water. It's so hot out here. Mmm. Good old coffee. You probably think coffee on a hot summer day. Well, I mean, Romeo's earthy, coffee's earthy. They're really good together. And this coffee is really not that hot because it was sitting in the pot and it's a milk, so it's kind of like room temperature right now. The flavors go so well together, coffee and Romeo or any cigars for that matter. And a little bit of Stella. All right, here we go. Wow. Right now, flavor is full. Body is medium full to low end of full, and strength is medium. That's off the first draw. Got some really good charcoal, really good tobacco, charcoal tobacco, a little bit of spice and cedar, and just really good strong tobacco and power. Spicy, real spicy, spicy tobacco, um, some charcoal. There's something kind of like sweet, kind of like almost a peanut buttery sweet. Very nice. I'm enjoying this. The body, the draw is full. I'm getting it. I thought that the draw might be tight, but the draw is full. The the burn is good. I mean, we just started, but the burn is really good. So I would give construction an A right now, A plus. The smoke components for this cigar, the body is low end of full to medium full. The flavor is full, and the strength is right there at medium plus. The flavors I'm getting is like kind of like almost a sweet peanut butter, tobacco, charcoal, and really spicy, and very spicy tobacco. Ooh, there's some power to this thing. It's just it's really powerful. Very powerful flavors. Charcoal is a very pretty much in the picture. Just a very strong tobacco. There is a hint of sweetness and some very spicy. It's just very nice. I mean, like I'm thinking about, is it elegant? Is this vintage elegant? I mean, it's kind of like very full power, full body, full. I mean, it's the thing is that the ring gauge doesn't lead itself to be a very out of bounds kind of cigar because the ring gauge is lending itself to some elegance. But I think that's the only kind of aspect that's keeping the cigar in the with some kind of elegance. But yeah, very delicious. Very spicy tobacco. The flavor is full plus, man. That's a really flavorful cigar. This is more flavorful than most Romeos that I've smoked. The Romeos that I remember are the Romeo y Julieta Reserva Real and the Romeo y Julieta Reserva. Those are the Romeos that I generally smoke. But this reserve is more flavorful than any of those, either one of those cigars, except for the reserve. But the reserve is really very powerfully flavorful. But right off the get go, the cigar is just performing beautifully. Have it pair it with the old Stella. Yeah, I'm just thankful for all my friends and relatives that came over and showed their love for my mother. And it really strengthened my spirit to be surrounded with so many beautiful people who loved my mom, and it was very encouraging. So smoked. I hadn't smoked a cigar in a while though, so been way too busy. Ooh, what a spicy pencil lead. Pencil lead just crashed through. Just really spicy tobacco spice, and it's just a very flavorful, very powerful cigar with powerful flavors and power. Just just a unique, just a very nice cigar experience right now. I'm gonna have one more tasting before I hit a break. I'm hoping everyone is well out there. I hope only the best for everyone around the world. Um, that's all I have to say. So let me just have one more tasting before I hit my next break. Wow, this is just a powerfully flavorful cigar. Some charcoal, some pencil lead, some spicy tobacco, power with a full body. The construction is excellent. The draw is easy and full. The burn line right now is razor. And smoke components, the body is full, the flavor is full, and the strength is low end of full. So I mean that's where we are right now with this Romeo y Julieta vintage Churchill. It's a wonderful cigar. I suggest if you try this particular Romeo, that you try the Churchill Vitola, because this thing is performing beautifully. I mean, it's a very flavorful, powerful cigar with some elegance, and it's a very good experience right now. All right, I'm gonna hit my next break. I hope you all are well out there. Please take care. Buenas días, amigos. Welcome back. Welcome back to the memorial for my mother edition of my cigar reviews for the Romeo and Julieta Vintage Churchill. Um, the cigar is smoking really well right now. The construction kind of took a hit though into the second third. As you can tell, we're into the second third of the Romeo and Julieta Vintage Churchill, probably about the halfway point. Construction took a little bit of a hit. The burn's always been very good. The burn, I have not had to touch it up once. A very good burn. The part of the construction that kind of took a hit was the draw. The draw seemed to have tightened up during the second third, but I kind of like pinched it a little bit and fixed the draw a little bit. So the draw is fine now, but it did. I mean, I just have to report what I experienced. So while the draw was kind of tight, the body was decreased from full to kind of like a medium plus draw. The flavor has always been full, and the strength is right there at medium plus. That's what I was getting over the break. Um, Flavors that I was getting over the break, it took a transition, a really good transition. It transitioned to a very similar profile to the Romeo and Julieta Reserva Real. That being a profile that I love. That being pencil lead, leather, and tobacco. But then it would seg into another portion where it was spicy tobacco and really strong, rich tobacco. And then it would transition back to the pencil lead, leather, and tobacco. Spice is really good with this cigar, as is leather. Right now, I taste leather right now, like a leather oil on my tongue, and my tongue is tingling. So it's very good, very spicy. Tobacco spice. The spice is tobacco spice. It's like a really strong tobacco that leaves a spicy kind of like spicy tobacco that leaves a tingling on my tongue. And the leather is very strong on this too. So that's what I was getting over the break. Has transitions, like I said, from one profile to the other, from a Reserva Real profile of pencil lead, leather, and tobacco to really good, strong, rich tobacco and spicy tobacco. So there's really good transitions in this vintage. So like I said, also a special memorial edition for my mother who passed away. Um, just want to say eternal peace, Mom. Anyway, wow, spice, charcoal, getting rich tobacco and pepper. Very strong cigar, very good cigar. Just a wonderful cigar right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pair this with the Don Julio. Don Julio Añejo 100% de agave tequila. Tequila from Mexico. From the Jalisco region of Mexico, because all tequila must only come from the Jalisco state of Mexico. So I'm going to pour myself a little bit. I'm kind of running low on this bottle. I want to keep it as much as possible. I love this tequila. It's my favorite tequila, Don Julio. My favorite tequila. Love this tequila for a very long time now, probably 5 years. Here's the tequila. It's a very strong aroma this time around. Last time I smelled this for a review, had a much more elegant aroma. So this is for my mom. Happy eternal life. Love you, Mom. Cheers. Oh, this is so elegant, so delicious. There's a reason why this is my favorite tequila. Just so elegant and delicious. So there it is. Very delicious, very delicious. Very this is a very good cigar. The Romeo and Julieta vintage Churchill. Any vintage probably will be a great cigar. Um, this is on the higher upper price point for Romeos. This is probably one of their higher level Romeos. Well worth the price of admission. As are all Romeos that I've smoked. Love the Romeo and Julieta brand. Love Altadas. So yeah, a lot of little corn there, little roasted corn, pencil lead, tobacco, charcoal. Just wonderful. Like I said, today is June 19, Wednesday, 2019. It's around 5:05 in the evening over here in Baltimore, Maryland, Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast of the USA. On a hot, sultry summer night, early evening, enjoying a great cigar. All right, so that's basically what I'm getting from this Romeo vintage. Just a wonderful, wonderful cigar. I would say construction now. I gave it an A plus before. I would say that right now it's about a B. But the other components of this cigar are outstanding. some of my favorite flavor profiles, and just a wonderful example of a wonderful, wonderful brand that is Romeo and Julieta. This being the Romeo and Julieta vintage. All right, I'm gonna hit my next break. I hope you guys are all well out there. Mom, this edition is for you. All right, y'all take care out there. God's peace. Vayas con Dios. Welcome back into the final portion of this memorial for my mother cigar review of the Romeo and Julieta vintage Churchill. As you can tell, we're into the final third. It's been very interesting with this cigar. The draw is not as great, but it's acceptable. It's not a full and easy draw. It's kind of like a little bit too much resistance, and the draw does not produce like as much smoke as a draw that which would be like from a full and easy cigar. So the draw is not that great. The construction on it, as far as the burn, is very good. I've not had to touch this Romeo up once. The smoking components for this cigar, the body is medium, medium plus, down from full in the first third. The flavor is full, and the strength is right there at medium. Right now, the cigar stays at a very, very steady medium strength. Flavors that I was getting over the break, I was getting. There's a very sour component to this cigar, along with charcoal and tobacco and spice. The leather, there is a little bit of leather, but the leather is kind of like less prominent now. So that's what I'm getting from this beautiful vintage. Gonna pair it with the old Don Julio tequila. Mm. Just a wonderful pair, the Don Julio with the Romeo y Julieta. They're both kind of earthy. This has floral notes. This has sour notes that are kind of like citrusy. So they kind of play well together. It's a very wonderful combination, the Romeo and Julieta vintage and the Don Julio tequila. Very delicious. Both products. Just wonderful. You a tasting of the old Romeo. That's spicy. Spicy charcoal. Spicy and charcoal. That's what I'm getting. Spicy and charcoal with tobacco, but the tobacco is all burned up and tastes like charcoal. So there's tobacco in that too, though. Very delicious. I find it very delicious. So nutty. Also, I forgot to mention this cigar does have nutty notes. The nuttiness came into the final from end of the second third into the final third. I was getting some nuttiness, so just wonderful. Nutty and charcoal. So that pretty much encapsulates my experience with this Romeo and Julieta vintage Churchill. A wonderful, wonderful fine smoke. It could be thought of as a special occasion smoke because of its high price point, and it's definitely worthy of a special occasion. This particular sample had some inconsistencies with the draw, leading to like inconsistency with the body and flavor sometimes. The strength it remained a medium, steady medium. That's a wonderful smoke. At times reminded me of the Romeo Reserva Real, which is one of my favorite smokes of all time. Is this better than the Romeo Reserva Royale or the Romeo Reserve? I would hazard to say this has the potential to be better than either one of those smokes because it does at the from the second third down to the final third reminds me of Reserva Royale because of the pentyl lead component, the leather component, and the tobacco component. But it also has different other characteristics in the first third and some nuttiness, which the Reserva Royale does not usually tend to exhibit. But this potentially could be the best Romeo and Julieta, the Romeo and Julieta Reserve. So that's pretty much it. I have a little bit left of the Don Julio tequila. Um, Let me just say that this toast again is from my departed mother. Eternal peace and happiness. I wish you all, also the world, only the best. Cheers. Delicious, delicious. Jaw's getting better. All right, let me give you my final recommendation for this wonderful Romeo e Julieta Reserve. I mean, Romeo e Julieta Vintage Churchill. Um, I want to say this cigar has the potential to be a 5-star cigar. The construction issues held it down from being a 5-star cigar, but a wonderfully complex, elegant smoke, powerful smoke too. My final recommendation: 4.5 stars out of 5, an excellent grade with the potential to be a 5-star cigar. It might be particular to the sample, the construction issues, but if the construction was flawless, then this would be a 5-star cigar. Potentially the best Romeo and Julieta, individual Romeo and Julieta brand. All right, let me close the cigar review the way I usually close my cigar reviews, albeit with one more mention for my mom. This cigar review is dedicated to my recently departed mother, passing away June 8th, 2019. Eternal rest and peace and happiness. Anyway, let me end this cigar review the way I usually end my cigar reviews. I wish everyone in the world only the best. Good health, good wealth, good fortune, well-being. Only the best of friends, and most importantly, family. You all take care out there. My best wishes. Vayas con Dios, amigos.